Hey, I heard you're into drawing. How long have you been doing it?
Yeah, I've been drawing since I was a kid. It's something I've always loved. How about you? Do you draw?
Not really, but I've always admired people who can draw. What do you enjoy drawing the most?
I really like sketching people and faces. There's something about capturing expressions and emotions that's so interesting. What about you? If you were to start drawing, what would you want to create?
I think landscapes would be cool. I love nature and all the different colors in a sunset or a forest scene. Do you use color much, or do you prefer black and white?
I actually enjoy both, but lately, I've been focusing more on black and white sketches. There's something classic about it, and it helps me concentrate on the shapes and shadows. But I've been thinking about getting back into painting. Have you ever tried painting?
I've done a bit of it, mostly in art class years ago. I remember it was fun, but I found mixing colors tricky. Do you mix your own colors, or do you use them straight from the tube?
Oh, I definitely mix my own. It takes practice to get the shades just right, but it makes such a difference. You can create really unique tones that way. What's tricky for you about mixing colors?
I think it was just hard to get the exact shade I was picturing in my head. Like, I'd try to make a light blue, but it would turn out too greenish or gray. How do you get better at it?
It's all about practice and really understanding how colors work together. You start learning which combinations give you what results. And sometimes, it's just about experimenting. Not everything comes out perfect, but that's part of the fun. Do you ever feel like trying it again?
Maybe. I've been thinking about it more recently. Do you think drawing or painting is something anyone can learn, or do you need a natural talent for it?
I think anyone can learn the technical side of drawing or painting, like how to use perspective, light, and color. But the creative part, the style and vision, that's where personal talent or passion really shines. Have you ever wanted to develop your own art style?
Yeah, I think having your own style would be amazing. But I guess you have to draw a lot before you figure out what your style is, right?
Exactly. It takes time and practice. You start by imitating things you like, and slowly, your own voice starts to emerge. It's like developing a signature, something that feels uniquely yours. Do you have any favorite artists that inspire you?
I love Van Gogh's work, especially his use of color and brushstrokes. His paintings feel so alive. What about you? Who are your biggest influences?
Van Gogh is definitely a great one. I'm also really inspired by artists like Da Vinci for his sketches and studies. And lately, I've been into modern illustrators on social media, who have really unique styles. It's amazing how much you can learn from observing different techniques.
That's true. I always find it fascinating how different artists can take the same subject and create something totally different. What's been your most challenging drawing or painting so far?
I'd say trying to capture water in a realistic way was tough. The way it moves and reflects light can be really tricky to get right. I've spent hours on it, and still felt like it didn't quite look right. But that's part of the learning process, I guess. Have you ever felt that way about a creative project?
Definitely. Sometimes you have an idea in your head, but when you try to bring it to life, it doesn't match up. It can be frustrating, but also motivating to keep trying until it clicks.